I feel that the cemetery is responsible and they should have to pay for what happened.
That Lancaster woman says someone stole her parents' grave marker at a local cemetery. And she says cemetery employees are telling her she needs to pay to get the marker replaced.
Fox 43's Jackie DeTore joining us now to explain why the family feels like they're being duped.
The family says they were first told the grave marker would be replaced by the cemetery for free. Then they say they were told they needed to pay or maybe even file a claim with their homeowner's insurance company. Fox 43 finds out what may be their best option now.
My father's was on top right here, and my mother's was right below it.
Chester Gerhardt explains what his parents' grave marker used to look like. The family says someone recently stole that metal marker from the Greenwood Cemetery in Lancaster.
It was gone.
Gerhardt's sister contacted someone who works for the cemetery, asking if they could replace the marker or if they knew what happened.
I said to them, I said, what are you going to do about this? I said, because we're not going to pay any money to have this replaced. He said, well, your father was in the service, so that's going to be free. Then he said, don't worry about it. He said, we'll take care of it.
She says the next time she talked to someone, cemetery employees told the family they would have to pay.
In order to put your mom's on, you're going to have to pay $600 and some. I said, no, I'm not paying it because it's not our responsibility, that we already paid for them to be here.
She filed a police report.
We're not the first one it's happening to. It has happened to other ones too.
Looking around the cemetery, we found another grave marker missing.
I just don't understand why you would take something from a cemetery.
The cemetery is owned by Stonemore. According to that company's website, Stonemore owns 322 cemeteries and 91 funeral homes across the country. Fox 43 finds out, called that company to ask whose responsibility it is to replace the grave marker. The company would not answer any of our questions, only saying no comment.
I feel that the cemetery is responsible and they should have to pay for what happened.
The family also says at one point a cemetery employee told them to file a claim with their homeowner's insurance company to cover the cost of that grave marker. Fox 43 finds out reached out to State Farm to see if that is an option. I was told damage to a headstone is not typically covered under a homeowner's insurance policy. However, some liability coverage for individual or family cemetery plots or burial vaults owned by an insured may be provided. People with questions, though, should really check with their insurance agent to see if their policy covers that or not. At this point, though, the family says it will be a hardship for them to pay to replace that grave marker, especially if it is going to cost them $600, and especially if the cemetery doesn't do anything about it.
And it's not really something that you think about talking to your insurance agent about, especially if it's your homeowner's insurance. You're not thinking about your grave marker.
And the problem for them is they're not exactly sure when it was stolen because they go there around the holidays, and they actually found that out right around Christmas Day when they went to go spend time and, visit the cemetery with their loved ones. And that's when they notice their name's gone.
All right.
Sad.
And if you have a story you want me to look into, Fox 43 wants to find out. Let me know. Send me a message on Facebook or shoot me an email at fox43findsout@fox43.com.